Welcome to our homecoming. I'm Jim Ross, alongside the great Tony Schiavone. Excalibur is here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so happy that you are here, and what a night you picked to join us, because we have a main event that's going to be something. It's going to be the in-ring debut of Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes. This has been building for a few weeks.
And the TNT Championship will be on the line. The Redeemer, the man himself, Miro against Young, and challenging Lee Johnson.
And the next contender for the NWA Women's World Championship will be decided when legit Layla Hirsch and the Bunny collide later on tonight.
Christian Cage and the Blade will go one-on-one tonight.
And 2.0 and Daniel Garcia making their AEW debut called out some of the heaviest hitters: Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley, and Darby Allin.
But ladies and gentlemen, without waiting any longer, it's now. It's now. It's Chris Jericho, Juventud Guerrera in Labor Chapter 3. Let's get it on.
Opening contest is the third Labor of Jericho, where Chris Jericho must hit a move off the top rope to win the match. Introducing first, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 235 pounds, he's the Demo God, Le Champion, Chris Jericho.
JR, last week, the second Labor of Jericho, he had to take on the king of the deathmatch, Nick Gage. It was not a match for the faint of heart.
Boy, it was not. I'll tell you, a lot of blood, a lot of glass, a lot of crazy stuff, folks. But Jericho somehow prevailed over the king of the death matches.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, as you know. As you can see, a lot of blood, JR, and we are even seeing Jericho come to the ring this week, still with scars, being taped up from that match against the one and only Nick Gage. But he prevailed, and now it's the third Labor, and it's a much different match.
And we're going back in time, we're reliving one of the great rivalries in pro wrestling history from the WCW days. Tony, you were there to call all those matches.
Nothing else, man.
His opponent from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 187 pounds, Juventud Guerrera.
What an innovator this young man is, Excalibur. I know you're a big aficionado of Lucha Libre. This kid invented a lot of stuff that we're seeing today.
He is one of the premier high flyers of the last 20 years. And Tony, I think it would be fair to say the juice is loose in Jacksonville.
It's been a long time since I've seen a Hoobie Juice, but here he comes. And I'm reminded back when we were in Sturgis in August of 1998, Juventud and Chris Jericho. And that Cruiserweight Championship with Dean Malenko as a special referee. Jericho came in the champ. Juventud left as a champ.
And remember, for Jericho to advance, he's got to win utilizing something off the top rope.
And unfortunately here tonight, I have drawn the short straw, and MJF will be seated next to me.
Yay for you.
I think it was Rick, Tony.
I'm sure it was.
Well, you're the one that...
Yeah, I sure did, yeah, absolutely. Oh, look at this.
Oh, he's a monster among men. That's classy.
He is a low form of life, and I hate to say that about anybody, but he is. I've never met anybody in my life who was more despised or arrogant.
Here we go, baby. Grab an umbrella, because the juice is about to be loose. And Juventud Guerrera going immediately at Chris Jericho, lighting him up with chops.
Whoa. Man, look at those chops.
One of the fastest luchadors in the history of professional wrestling.
I haven't seen Juvi in action in quite some time, so I really don't know what to expect here.
Oh, it's been since.
I read a lot about some of the comments he made coming in. He's ready.
Oh, Juventud taking down Jericho, and AEW Squad is ready for Rampage coming on August 13th. But first, get your squad ready for Suicide Squad in theaters and on HBO Max August 6th.
Good movie, by the way.
Absolutely. I saw the advanced showing premiere today, thanks to Warner Media. A lot of fun, a lot of action. It was crazy.
How about we talk about the intelligence of myself right now? Just super fast. Super fast.
I'm sure you would do it.
Here's the thing. This guy's one of the fastest luchadors in the history of professional wrestling.
Yes.
Normally, Chris Jericho would lean on his ground game, but with the stipulation I created, very intelligently, I might add, he has to lean on his agility and his speed to get the win tonight off the top rope.
It's pretty savvy, I got to say that.
His agility and his speed just 7 days after going to war with the king of the deathmatch, Nick Gage.
Watch this replay. Watch this replay, baby. The juicy one!
Wow.
It's an entirely different pace, an entirely different approach to Jericho's challenge last week.
And I can assure you, after the war Chris Jericho went through last week, he's going to have a hell of a hard time even climbing up to the top rope.
That could be.
Juventud
what I
once
said.
again ascending to the top.
We
Missile
know what you
drop
said,
kick.
Max. We're trying to give you credibility here.
Covers. Just a 2 count from referee Aubrey Edwards.
So is Juventud rusty? That's one of my points.
Doesn't look rusty to me, Jim. Look at who's on top right now. Shabani, shut up. I was talking.
I'll just ask a question.
I want to tell you this. We are looking forward to coming to Houston at the Fertitta Center at the University of Houston. Tickets start at $30. That's going to be on August 18th. And are on sale at AEWTIX.com. And the very next week, the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee Panther Arena. Tickets start at $25. Tickets on sale now at AEWTIX and Ticketmaster.
So much history in between these two men. They first met just over 25 years ago in Japan. But most of the history took place right here on this very network, yes. TNT. A rivalry spanning 22 singles matches.
Well, why do you think I picked him, Excalibur? I mean, this is somebody who hates Chris Jericho's guts almost as much as I did.
Jericho laying in those knife-edge chops on the floor. And JR, what about our main event tonight? Light versus darkness. Cody Rhodes versus Malachi Black.
I can't wait to see what Malachi Black has in his arsenal. His newly revised arsenal. He's a free thinker now. He can do what he wants to do. He and Cody should have a classic.
And also the TNT Championship still to come.
Wait, Jericho headed up top.
Whoa.
There it is. He's going to win. He's going to win.
He's going to win. Get out of here.
He got a 2 count. It was close.
Yeah, it was a barely
You
a 2 count.
better hope that he does not make it all the way to the 5th labor where he has to face you one-on-one.
Shivani, you better hope you don't come anywhere near closer to me while we're behind this desk, because I'm going to sock you one. You old fart.
Jeez.
Juventud puts on the brakes, the kick, the soul butt, uppercut. Another one. He doubles over Jericho.
Quick. Oh, Hoovie's quicker than a hiccup tonight, fellas.
Great combination.
He looks great, man. He really does.
That was across the throat. That's an illegal maneuver.
First time
How about we talk about that?
Wow, the thrust kick from Juventud takes down Jericho.
Beautifully done, I might add. I taught him that, by the way. Completely taught him.
Juventud goes for the cover.
I can't imagine teaching Jericho anything about wrestling, Max, quite frankly.
Quite frankly, Jim,
Look at the chest.
what are you talking about? I'm one of the best wrestlers we have. I'm undefeated. Everybody's trying to beat me. Nobody has. Nobody has beaten me clean in the middle of the ring. Nobody.
You mean clean in the middle?
John Moxley.
Tony, you called a lot of these Juventud versus Jericho matches in the past. How is this one stacking up as Jericho trying to... Oh, got faked out.
Well, you know what I think, Excalibur? Wait a minute here. I think Jericho has changed his approach of wrestling in the years since then. He's a different wrestler. He has been able to adapt and change with wrestling, and that's what made him one of the great stars that he is today.
And Juventud adapting, locking the submission hold on center of the ring.
Showing off his ground game.
And trying to exploit the injured left arm, or right arm, I should say, of Chris Jericho.
I think you're right on both accounts. Both arms injured.
Both arms are messed up because of my mercenary Nick Gage, who didn't get the job done, idiot.
Well,
but
and for
I
you
digress.
throwing him off the top of the cage in blood and guts.
I don't recall that.
Juventud and Jericho were great cruiserweights back in the 90s, but they have become great heavyweights right now, if I can use that term. We don't talk about cruiserweights or lightweights or heavyweights in AEW, but they have really developed and changed their game. And Hoovie,
The Juice is going for something big right here, baby, in the house of Juice.
he always goes for something big. Look at his chest, my goodness.
Juventud head of steam in the corner. Jericho, nothing fancy about it, just a shoulder tackle, a second one.
Jericho kicking pretty straightforward here. Lands on his feet.
Oh, great fake that time by Jericho. Did you see that?
Yeah, and Juventud spun around,
Here
aimed a
it
shot
comes.
across the jaw. Jericho.
Come on, move!
Ooh, big double axe handle, could win it.
Here's the cover.
Come on, you masked more.
3. Oh, no.
I am sick of that floozy Aubrey Edwards fast counting and slow counting. She's never done a proper regular count.
Did you just say masked moron? Did I hear you say that about
No, I didn't say that about Hoovy. Hoovy's an incredible professional wrestler, and he's going to get the job done
You
tonight.
are such a turd. You beat anything I've ever seen.
Juventud goes underneath, rolls, but Jericho counters with a backbreaker.
Yeah, that's right. Tell that idiot.
Yeah,
Good
don't
job,
count.
Aubrey, finally doing her job.
It's just a learn.
There you go, pounding before you go back up top.
Those are closed fists.
Yes.
Illegal.
Oh,
Whoa,
Jericho.
whoa!
Tearing at the mask of Juventud Guerrera.
He's taking it too far, man. He's a garbage person.
Why don't you go down there and intervene, man?
How about he earns the match against me, Jim?
Oh, man, I'm telling you right now, what a match to start out Dynamite. These are the matches we have come to expect. An historic match that I never thought I would see again. After what they did back in Sturgis in '98 and the match they had, here they are again in 2021.
Here's the bottom line. You see Chris Jericho, he is getting grinded out. He becomes more tired, more weakened every single week. And I can assure you, he's not going to make it to labor number 5 against me. There's no shot.
Jericho dropped face first on the top rope. Juventud Guerrera heading up top, maybe thinking.
It ends tonight, baby.
Avalanche Huracan Rana.
It ends tonight.
Oh, but Jericho's jockeying for position, but Juventud laying in some shots.
His Avalanche Huracan Run has been one of the best ever in the business. Jericho caught him off the top. He got him off the top.
He's got the walls locked in off the top.
He started from off the top rope, but is that? Oh my God! Come on, grab the rope.
He's walking him back to the center. Keep walking to the center.
Brilliant strategy by Jericho.
Listen to these fat walruses in Jacksonville clapping like seals.
Oh, stop it.
Juventud making the crawl.
Whoa.
There we go.
Whoa. That was close, guys.
Now, basically, it starts back over. The sequence of Jericho trying to get a win here.
Look at Chris. He's gone through wars. He's exhausted. He's broken down.
He is fatigued after that match last week against Nick Gage and 2 weeks ago against Sean Spears. But Juventud could be the final labor here tonight. Juventud covers, hook at the far leg. No!
Barely got out of that thrust kick.
Near fall situation again. Juventud seems to gain some momentum, but Jericho with his veteran skills
That's right.
comes right back and gets back in the hunt.
Yeah, these people are right. It is awesome. It's awesome that Jericho is about to be done. It's awesome that I'm never going to have to deal with Jericho again after this match.
And you know what, MJF? I'm not going to let you disparage Jacksonville. This is our 34th live event here in Daly's Place since August of last year. These fans here have been excellent.
Oh! Planted him. Go for the cover.
And I agree, Excalibur. It's been a great place. It's a great sports city.
And Juventud, the Hoovy driver.
Woo!
Uno, dos, tres, baby.
That could be it.
Covers.
Come on. Come on, Aubrey. You have one job. Count to 3. Come on.
He kicked out of the Hoovy driver. Come on.
Giovanni, on God. I swear to God, if you make eye contact with me one more time, we're going to have a problem.
God, he's so belligerent. Well, what else is freaking new?
Juventud continuing the punishment on Jericho.
I'm sick of the favoritism from the ref. I'm sick of the favoritism from the crowd. And quite frankly, I'm sick of the favoritism from the commentary booth.
Oh, Judas effect!
But it doesn't count, baby, and he's about to find out. It don't count, you idiot. You moron.
You caught up in the moment of Jericho.
Go up top now. You got him down.
Wait, what?
He's got to go to the top, come up with some offense.
Oh, he's bleeding in the mouth. Look at that.
Hoovy, you're fine, baby. Get up. Get up, baby. You're fine.
Fans are behind him. Listen to him. Listen to him.
Jericho up to the top. Comes off. Judas effect off the top.
Oh, my God. What impact.
Spectacular.
What a shot. Hoovy is done. Hoovy is beat. Jericho wins again on his quest to find MJF.
The winner of this match, Chris Jericho.
Well, you're 0 for 3 there, MJF.
And take a look at this, Chris Jericho. MJF didn't think he could do it, but he came off the top with the Judas effect.
You tell him he's not making it to labor.
Well, MJF says that Jericho's not making it to labor 5, but he just passed labor 3 with flying colors.
is. It's Wardlow.
Wardlow is assaulting Jericho, and Wardlow is a big killer machine. I said it many times out here. Wardlow is going to be talked about more and more as time goes on. He may be the future here.
He's attacking Juventud as well. The F10 by Wardlow. And he's got Jericho hoisted up on the rope. He's got Jericho up. He could be looking to make him a casualty of war.
He has knocked out so many wrestlers with that. Casualty of war.
Oh, no.
What a beast. What a beast.
And Jericho's out as well.
I'm so sorry, guys. Did we ruin that moment for you? Chris, allow me to explain something to you. If you thought for a solitary second I was going to allow you to be happy during your labors, you're about as dumb as every single one of these scum-sucking idiots here in the arena tonight. And in case you haven't figured it out, Chris, your opponent for labor number 4 is Wardlow.
Oh, God.
And as far as the stipulation goes, Chris, he will be accompanied to the ring by somebody who's going to make sure the match is called fair and square. Someone who's salt of the earth. Someone who's better than you, and you know it. Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Friedman the ref.
What?
Well, I don't know. Jericho has done a lot of incredible things in his career. I've been around to call a lot of them. But beating Wardlow is one thing. Beating Wardlow with MJF as the referee next week is something else.
I think the deck is stacked too high, Excalibur, for that.
It certainly is. Can Jericho endure? But right now, our own Dasha Gonzalez is supposed to be standing by with Death Triangle, but I understand it is just the Lucha Brothers.
Standing by with what I thought was supposed to be the Death Triangle, but I'm noticing an absence of Pac. Any news of what happened?
I've got news for you, Dasha. Pac should have been here, but it's just so convenient that all of his travel just happened to be canceled.
Yeah.
Now, who do you think could have done that?
What?
Hey kids, hey niños, where are my thank yous for the limousine last week?
Where's the thank you, boys? We went through a lot of trouble to get you guys here on time. Look, if you work for Andrade El Idolo, you'd have first-class airfare, first-class limousine service, steak, lobster, champagne. Look, it's pretty good off there. What do you say? Yes or no? We told you. We don't work for you. We don't work for anybody.
Y mucho menos vamos a hacer equipo contigo. ¿Y sabes qué? Te voy a partir tu...
Hey.
Penta says no.
Yeah, we got that. We got it. Don't worry. They'll come around. Trust me.
Well, the Lucha Brothers making it clear they don't work for anybody. Death Triangle is a brotherhood. But coming up next, a big trios tag team match. Kingston, Moxley, and Darby versus Daniel Garcia and 2.0 coming up after the break. Welcome to the homecoming edition of AEW Dynamite back here in Jacksonville, Florida. And right now, our colleague Tony Schiavone is standing by with the Dark Order.
Here with the Dark Order, and after what happened last week at the hands of the Elite, guys, no more World Tag Team title shot for you guys.
Yeah, last week was the biggest match of our lives, and
Adam, my drink.
Sorry. Whoa, where you been? Have we been calling you, texting you? We're supposed to do this interview together.
Guys, I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I cost you your shot at the tag title.
No.
I cost you the shot. The problems with Matt, Nick, and Kenny, they're problems that I created, and I have to fix them.
We have your back, Adam.
No.
I've got to stop looking over my shoulder knowing you're there. I have to do this for myself, guys. I think it's probably best we go our separate ways for a bit.
Adam, we're friends. We have your back, man. We got
I
you.
know we're friends. I love you guys. Listen, I think for now we're done, okay?
What do you mean done? Adam, where are you going? Come on, Adam.
Adam, come on. Guys. If this is what he wants, let's give him his space. This is what he needs.
Well, kind of a shocking development here. Kind of caught me off guard there, Scott.
Yeah, Hangman Adam Page thinking he's better off alone.
This next bout is a trios tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring, the team of Daniel Garcia, Matt Lee, and Jeff Parker.
This trio making their Dynamite debut, and in doing so, they called out 3 of the biggest dogs on the block.
What you're looking at is 3 guys who are criminally underutilized. But the beautiful thing about the agency, fellas, is we get to go wherever we want.
Now that we're here at AEW, that means that we get to call out whoever.
Moxley, Kingston, Darby, tonight, you're gonna get a taste. How do you like that?
Wow, JR, you thought NBA free agency is hot. It is getting red hot here in AEW.
Well, it's all about opportunity for those 3 guys. Opportunity is tonight.
And we're first, being accompanied by the Icon Sting from Seattle, Washington, weighing 170 pounds, Darby Allin.
What an ovation for Darby Allin along with Sting. Fans on their feet. They're having a great time here tonight. Wish you guys could be here as well.
And you know, last week, Darby Allin laid down a challenge to the best in the world for Rampage in Chicago. But today, the hunter becomes the hunted. Daniel Garcia with Darby in his sights.
At a combined weight of 475 pounds, Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley.
And this crowd in the palm of Moxley's hand, and Eddie Kingston as well. Crazy Eddie.
And what an unfamiliar position for Kingston and Moxley to be in, to get called out by a pair of free agents. This team 2.0, Matt Lee and Jeff Parker.
And a lot of stars would just ignore them. But these guys, Moxley and company, Darby, Eddie, they want to fight.
Yeah, they will never turn down a fight, JR. You're right.
Tony, you're back with us, and that was quite the interesting turn of events there.
Yeah, he just basically walked out on Dark Order, but I think Evil Uno led the cooler head from ailment.
Hangman Adam Page is a complex competitor. There's more to this story than meets the eye. We'll try to follow it as closely as we are allowed to. All right.
Well, you know Cincinnati's going to be out for Jon Moxley, aren't they?
You're not lying. Skyline Chili, Montgomery in, and throw the heater, Ricky.
Fifth Third Arena.
Cincinnati's going to be a big night. Cox is really excited about returning to his hometown.
Well, Tony, you mentioned Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. This team of 2.0 of Matt Lee and Jeff Parker, they were Uno and Grayson's earliest career rival tag team. And so they are here in AEW teaming up with Daniel Garcia in this big trios tag team match, a part of a huge homecoming against Dynamite.
Yeah, we followed their career very closely, Excalibur. They've recruited one of the young, great stars, Danny Garcia, to be with them here in this matchup. And how about this NWA Women's World Championship Eliminator still to come, and our TNT Championship match still to come.
And not only that, Christian Cage is looking for revenge against the Blade, who laid out Cage with those brass knucks last week, and Daniel Garcia going for a pin. Crucifix here on Darby.
Daniel Garcia is very quick, very athletic, and
but so is Darby.
Look at that. Well, we know Darby's on another level. and continues to widen that margin of just about anybody in this company.
Speaking of another levels, the big main event still to come as well with Malachi Black in his ring debut. Look at Darby.
Matt Lee tagged himself in. Darby didn't realize it.
Does now.
He just clobbered Darby Allin.
Give Rimsberg credit. The referee was there to see it.
Yeah, and give this 2.0 and Garcia credit too. I mean, it's been a couple minutes in the match, but they're looking great.
These young guys, Excalibur, have nothing to lose here. What an opportunity.
There is only upside in this trios tag team matches. Eddie Kingston. And a lot of history between Kingston and 2.0. These men have had wars all over the Northeast into Canada. And the fight arrives here in AEW.
That last voice will break glass.
Said, you want to take a swing at me, and Eddie will take more than one swing.
And those chops of Kingston will break blood vessels in the chest of Matt Lee. A driving knee strike, the boots.
That's Eddie's best offense, striking.
That's right. There's no finesse about him at all, JR. Just comes right straight at you.
Tougher than a $2 steak, let me tell you.
John Moxley with the best seat in the house for this one.
Moxley directing traffic. He's Coach John Moxley. Now look at this. Eddie distracting Rimsberg, if that is his real name.
Yeah, it might not be. But anyway, look at John Moxley. Oh, boy.
Kingston with Matt Lee against the ropes. Another massive chop from Kingston. Reversal on the hammer throw. And, oh, Parker with the knee. And Kingston, oh, the chop block on Kingston. Well, this trios tag team match will continue throughout the break, but don't go anywhere because we will stick with all of the action in picture in picture.
They've isolated the veteran from the pack, trying to debilitate Eddie, Crazy Eddie, as I affectionately refer to him at times.
I really love JR and Excalibur, the aggressiveness of Garcia, Red Death, as he's known. Boy, he just came in there and he was just nothing but perpetual motion, if I can use that term.
He certainly was, but now 2.0, the tag team specialists, Jeff Parker and Matt Lee, making quick tags in and out. Holding Kingston open, the shot to the rib cage. I don't care how tough you are, a right hand in the rib cage will double over just about anybody.
Wow, Eddie's in trouble, man. Trying to shake the cobwebs out.
Look at the structure of this match. You can tell this team's got their stuff together because Eddie's been in that part of the ring for quite some time. And as we have expressed, when you're that isolated, it becomes a handicap match. So what Eddie's got to do is get to his damn corner.
Wow, high boot.
Easier said than done. Here we go, the cover.
Covers, and if you notice those kicks to Kingston's knee, Garcia was actually targeting the kneecap.
Right.
A very savvy move, a veteran move from
the patella.
Yeah, from the young Daniel Garcia.
For you kinesiology specialists out there.
Jeff Parker sending Kingston the ropes. You can see Kingston very laboriously.
I like this trio, guys. I really do. 2.0 and Garcia really working together.
And they complement each other so well.
Look at that, man.
Tag team synergy by 2.0. The far leg is hooked.
As the late Ernie Ladd would say, they're hungry. They're hungry.
And I mean, this is amazing. This is, to my knowledge, the first time that these three men have ever tagged together, and they are fluid.
Yeah, you're right.
And they're all fundamentally sound. They're on the same page philosophically. And sometimes you get all those ingredients sprinkled together. This is what you get. It's a surprisingly good performance by these newcomers.
Nice gator roll there by Jeff Parker. Kingston was trying to make the crawl.
Hard.
We're back live here on AEW Dynamite. A huge trios tag team match. 2.0. Daniel Garcia versus Kingston, Darby Allin, and John Moxley.
And the team of Garcia 2.0 are really, really wrestling a great match. They said they planned for this, and you can see it, guys. They have really pushed Kingston and Moxley and Darby on the limit. Look at this. Look at Garcia.
That's smart. Eddie was close to making a tag. He's been isolated, has Eddie, for a long time.
Oh,
there's Mox.
Moxley just ran over Garcia.
Watch out.
Blue-eyed battler saw all they wanted to see.
And now this could turn into a handicap match as Jeff Parker sent to the outside by Kingston. Kingston, we saw during the break, had that knee very nearly mutilated. And 2.0.
Yeah, look. Oh, watch out.
May this kid sing his childhood.
Oh, the truck ran him over.
Darby Allin is absolutely amazing. A strange enigma, to say the very least.
Oh,
and
beautiful.
look at Eddie.
Beautiful Enziguri. And now Moxley and Garcia collide. No, not for long.
Moxley moving around in a very gingerly, very smooth, quick, powerful.
What a German suplex. Man, what action. What a tremendous six-man, or if you will, trios.
Oh, that Moxley is intense. Those eyes tell a huge story.
Oh, but, the spinning back fist from Kingston just dropped Jeff Parker. And now Daniel Garcia, the boot, and paradigm shift.
Good Lord, God almighty.
Gonna finish it, here we go. Here we go.
Coffin brought by Darby Allin. How many times have we said that? And then hear the bell. It's another victory.
Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley, and Darby Allin.
These young men better be careful who they wish for going forward as far as calling people out. But I will say this, they started at the top. They fought their ass off. Keep your eye on these three guys, and of course,
JR, they comported themselves very well against a team of three of the heaviest hitters in all of AEW. Darby right on the money with the coffin drop.
Man,
did you ever think you would see that?
What a group. It's a beautiful thing about AEW. You don't know what to expect. You see the unexpected, but bottom line is that you see great wrestling.
Exactly, JR, well put. That's what you see, excitement, and we are just starting tonight.
Hell, Moxley was almost smiling.
Well, Team Taz, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, Hook, and Taz betrayed Brian Cage. Let's take a look back at the history between them.
Guys, where do we even begin? You didn't bring me here. I got here because I busted my ass for 15 years and got myself here. But I tell you what you did do for me. You cost me a world title match. But oh, don't worry. Taz got a great idea. He's got a great consolation prize.
Brian, you're selfish. As the new FTW champion, I'm going to go on and do bigger and better things. I will not only outclass you, outshine you, outwork you, but I will prove to you exactly what a real champion is all about.
I never wanted the title. I never asked to be in Team Taz. I never even asked to be with you, Taz.
You are fixing to find out. It's a lot better to be with us than against us.
Well, I mean, being with you hasn't done anything for me. And what you saw at that celebration last week is just the beginning of the destruction the machine's gonna bring. Because at the end of the day, who better than Brian Cage? That's nobody.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's going to be a dandy one-on-one matchup. Been building the Blade versus Christian Cage, who is undefeated, coming up next on Dynamite.
Welcome back to Jacksonville, Florida, and welcome back to AEW Dynamite, where I understand there are some very interested parties backstage that are reacting to the news about Dark Order and Hangman Adam Page.
2009, 2010, 2011, 2012.
Dark Order! You want a shot at the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championship for the first time ever next week on Dynamite? Great, because it's going to be that same old recipe. A magic killer, a 1, 2, 3, and 2 more sweet-ass robes for famous
I like
me.
robes.
Yeah.
I like robes.
There you go.
After last week, I have to beg the question to the AEW Tag Division. What? Is there no one else?
That line from Troy?
Shut up,
Still
Brandon.
this.
Is there no one else? Nick, I can answer that. No. There's absolutely nobody left. And after last week, we have proven that we are collectively the greatest group of world champions in the history of this business, and they're gonna have to retire our dang jerseys up high in the rafters because they're gonna have to bury us with these belts. Tell them, Kenny.
Yeah, that's right. Hey. I'm a cheater now. I helped cheat in the match. Hangman, my old comrade. Woo, you really had the crowd rooting for you, didn't you? And no matter how many of those shots that you made throughout that match, no matter how many times you had us absolutely reeling when it came down to that game-winning shot, when it came down to that buzzer beater. Hanger, you blew it. And now you've got no friends, you're all alone, and these fans out there, they don't got any main event. I wish I could feel bad, but I don't. And now there's only one thing left to do. Brandon,
cut down
as retiring champions, cut down the net!
Let's go, baby! What time is it, huh? What time is it?
I'm so happy we won! C is for cookie, mother fathers, and that's good enough for me.
What time is it? Game time! Who's?
Oh boy, there's so much to unpack there.
Yeah. Who do you think of Conrad Thompson now? So much to unpack.
Well, let me say this. Friday, in theaters everywhere on HBO Max, there's going to be Suicide Squad. We just saw Make Me Puke Squad.
This next contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 218 pounds, Christian Cage.
Many fans standing acknowledging the arrival of the undefeated veteran who returned from a 7-year hiatus to come to compete in AEW and to see if he still got it.
Yes, sir. Undefeated, ranked number 2 in the men's division.
And he has looked incredible since his return.
Some might say that if he wins this one-on-one matchup, that Christian could be in line for the #1 contender slot.
Valid point.
And visible, the ring accompanied by the Bunny from Buffalo, New York, weighing 228 pounds, the Blade.
JR, that's an excellent point, but you know the history between Matt Hardy and Christian Cage better than anybody. You know, Hardy's mercenary, the Blade, is not going to go down without a fight, but neither is Christian.
Well, this is going to be a fight, all right, between two highly skilled technical wrestlers.
Yeah, and you know, look at this crazy lady. And you know that if the Blade is around and the Bunny's around, there's got to be brass knucks somewhere.
Yeah, Rick Knox didn't even have a chance to check the Blade before Christian just charged headlong at him.
It may work against Christian on that one.
Christian known to be a little thrifty. He's going to be pissed off that shirt got tore up.
Well, speaking of shirts, JR, you can shop the collection at shopaew.com. New arrivals coming in every week in the summer sale. Kicking off. Save 20% off with the code SUMMERTIME. Free U.S. shipping on orders over $150. Sale ends Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
How was that segue?
Summertime at shopaew.com.
You guys are a great team. Great team.
Emmy winning. Emmy considered. Christian in pursuit.
I think Christian knows better than to go gouging around the outside of the ring.
And the Bunny, who we'll see in action later on tonight in the NWA Women's World Championship Eliminator matchup.
And Christian would never, ever strike a woman.
Oh, but he heard the footsteps.
He will strike a man.
Boy, he leveled him. He leveled him.
He heard the footsteps over this red-hot crowd here in Jacksonville. That's the savvy of Christian. He stayed calm under pressure and made the Blade pay.
It's been really an amazing story of the comeback of Christian Cage.
It certainly has, JR. I mean, I know you've got a lot of experience with him, but it's been an absolute pleasure for me to be able to call his match. But here we see the Bunny.
Bunny.
This girl is
look here.
Oh, hi.
That's legit Layla Hirsch, her opponent later on tonight.
Layla Hirsch wasting no time, and her and Bunny are going at it.
But the Blade with Christian Cage distracted on the top.
Look out. Look.
No, Christian.
Yeah, Christian dodged a bullet right there, I can tell you.
DDT. Far leg is hooked.
A lot of resilience on display by the Blade. Obviously in great physical condition.
Oh, yeah, man.
And the thing about him, I think, in the last several months, we've seen a great confidence build around his aura. He's confident now that he's just not another guy.
And Christian Cage dropped across the top rope. This singles contest, this feud will continue, but we will stick with the action. In picture, don't go anywhere. The Blade once again.
Wow.
Tony, we talk about, you know, we use the term ropes,
sure,
but those are high tension steel cables. That to have your entire body weight come crashing down onto that is punishing.
Kind of like your marriage, Tony.
Yeah.
High tension.
High tension.
I thought you were going to say punishing.
And punishing, and could come crashing down any moment. But be that as it may, you know, the ring itself is obviously used to keep people in, but it's also been used as a weapon many, many times as a springboard, and it's become such a vital part of matches for more than just keeping wrestlers inside.
And the Blade is somebody that knows how to use the ring as a weapon extremely well. That's why he was handpicked as the Hardy family office's mercenary.
He's got great skills, tough guy too, and he resembles a bare knuckles fighter. That face and demeanor is maybe his follically impaired hair. I'm not sure. Something makes him look that way to me.
Well, they raise him tough up in Buffalo. But the same could be said about Toronto as Christian Cage fighting his way out in a big right hand.
Now, Toronto and Buffalo know each other quite well, guys. Very close.
Oh, the kitchen sink turns Christian Cage inside out.
Going for it. Yes, sir. Christian went down a little hard and a little awkwardly, and that's why that long 2 count came about.
And that knee to the midsection came after Blade hung Christian Cage out on that top rope twice, really taxing the cardio and the abdominal.
I think you touched on it earlier, Excalibur, but the fact is that, yeah, Blade would like to win a match, but I think he's more here out doing the bidding for Matt Hardy, being his mercenary, if you will, than he is worried about a 1, 2, 3.
If he can injure, if he can incapacitate Christian Cage, that's better. That's as good, perhaps better, as a victory for Blade. But Christian Cage not going down that easy. Oh, the fingers just dug into the eyes of Christian Cage by the Blade.
Blurred vision, at least, thanks to that man. Boy, Butcher's in great shape, too.
Man,
the Blade, rather, I'm sorry.
The Blade, I mean, phenomenal. Look at the abs, the upper body development.
We are back live here on TNT, where the Blade is in control of Christian Cage. Blade's not looking for a victory. He is looking to maim the number 2 ranked Christian Cage.
Well, this double bicep pose is not going to maim anybody. He's a little full of himself right now, thinking that he's got Christian completely under control.
Right. But you know, stepping on the throat is JR, and this has been a great homecoming. This really has. Being back here in Jacksonville, we have seen some phenomenal action, and we still got a lot more to go.
Absolutely, Tony. You know, I live here. I love it.
I know, man.
I love Jacksonville.
Right on the beach.
I'm a big Jags fan.
The Blade continues.
I've got my 16 jersey.
There you go, baby. Meyer by today.
Man, that's a
sidestep there by Christian Cage, sent the Blade into the ring post.
That's an iffy proposition, I can tell you, because all of a sudden, out of your own innocence, I guess, you become very vulnerable.
Christian Cage leaping over the ring post.
Yeah, there you go. But hurt his knee. You always have that danger of coming way up top and going down. If you land on your feet, you risk that injury more than if you land flat on your body.
JR, I heard somebody once say it's called a high-risk move for a reason.
Yeah. That's what you saw right there. But Tony makes a good point, though. Landing vertically, just landing flat-footed is not the ideal way to go about that proposition.
And that's why he grabbed his knee that time, JR. We saw the replay.
Christian Cage moving noticeably slow. And still to come, actually coming up next, the TNT Championship will be on the line. Such a great history for that title here in Daly's Place. The only place it's been defended. Miro will defend against Lee Johnson. Ooh!
You can hear that pop. A slugfest has erupted. Looks like a New York Giants practice.
Christian Cage really digging with those right hands. The Blade trying to cover up, but Christian Cage, massive right hands and lefts.
Don't want to try to coach him, but he needs to try to win a match here. He's letting his temper carry him away. He is number 2 ranked.
You get to number 1 by winning.
That's right.
Christian Cage, you know that better than anybody.
And a loss for Christian here could be disastrous, but he is in control of the Blade. Look at this. Christian with another massive uppercut.
Pretty much out of the playbook of Christian.
Christian Cage.
He's hit a little the momentum here. There's a cover.
Judo, so close.
Christian seems to have gotten over the hump as far as momentum is concerned.
Right, and still a lot of spring in his step from that middle rope. Look at that.
Diving uppercut off the middle rope. And he's thinking kill switch. If he locks it in, this is it. The Blade knows it.
They're trying to fight out of it.
There's a great great upper body strength there, JR. Help that.
Back elbow well placed by Christian Cage. Blade, I think that boot might have caught Blade in the throat.
Blade is a stud to endure all this last rash of offense from Christian.
He is a great fighter.
Or the pump kick avoided. Power slam. The Blade has got the leg hooked.
Well, what a near fall. That Blade, he's very frustrated, is the Blade.
Yeah, that power slam really hit Christian on the back of the head that time.
Blade lays Christian out.
It's really a good, really a good fundamental match. Really good, hard hitting. Fundamentally sound, and now looking.
Yeah, they're throwing the fundamentals right out now, JR.
Trying to tear off the turnbuckle pad. Rick Knox is now trying to fix the turnbuckle pad, and Blade's got the Knox.
He wanted Knox over there. He wanted him over there.
The spear!
The spear with Knox in hand, and Christian wins a big one.
Here is your winner, Christian Cage.
JR, he won a big one, but he remains undefeated.
Hey, somewhere down the road, sooner than later, somebody's going to take notice of that.
Well, last week we saw FTR and Santana and Ortiz collide, but this rivalry between these two teams is far from over.
You go to war, you got to come to the realization of 2 possibilities. 1, you're going to shed blood. 2, y'all may not make it out alive.
I said it before the match that no matter the outcome in North Carolina, that we were going to leave scars on you. And Cash knows that very well.
I think Cash Wheeler's still hurt from any of that ring post.
I almost watched my best friend die. I watched his forearm get ripped open, a hook stick in his forearm get ripped open, and I watched blood drip from his arm and nothing could stop it. This shit ain't worth it. It is worth it to come back for one more match with you, Ortiz, and you, Santana. You caused my best friend to lay in a pool of his own blood and suffer all week, physically and mentally, and wonder to himself, is he coming back? Death couldn't stop him. What do you think you're going to do?
This is far from over.
We are back home in the one and only Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida, and please welcome with me the one and only AEW Women's Champ, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, the AEW Women's World Champion.
I know she's excited about next week in Pittsburgh, her hometown. I've got great memories of Pittsburgh, a lot of emotional investment in that market because of my late wife. It's going to be like a homecoming. The tickets are still available, by the way, at AEWTIX.com.
Yeah, we'll be there Wednesday night, 1 week from tonight, for AEW Dynamite, and then Friday, the 13th, for the historic debut of AEW Rampage. Tickets are available right now, AEWTIX.com. And let's throw it down to the great Tony Schiavone.
He's ad-libbing all those hugs, you know.
Champ, I know you're excited about Pittsburgh next week, but got to be excited about the reception and being back here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Well, if you recall, it was right here in Jacksonville, Florida at Double or Nothing where I became your AEW Women's World Champion.
Red Velvet walking with a purpose, JR.
Yeah, and I've got a feeling I know what that is. She wants a piece of the pie.
Okay, this is the champion's time. Red Velvet, what brings you out here, may I ask?
First off, red is not your color. I'm here because I want a little piece of DMD.
Well, Red, I'm happy you could join us here tonight because you know what else happened in this ring in Jacksonville, Florida? I beat your ass in 3 minutes. So whatever challenge your eager heart desires, you got it.
Is that the best you got? You feel so good because you beat me when I was enhancement talent trying to prove something? Things have changed, sweetheart. So let me remind you, I'm 22-4 with 7 straight wins, and I didn't have to cheat to win them.
Well, that's very, very impressive. But in case you haven't noticed, I'm also a very different wrestler. Because I'm Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, the Women's World Champion. But you've made your case, and you got your title match. If Tony Khan approves, which he should, because we all know I'm his golden girl, right? And we're gonna do it on a big stage, so I sure hope you can hang. At the AEW Rampage debut in my turf, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, next Friday.
Well, there you hear it.
Wow.
I like that.
Ooh.
It's game time.
No back down in Red. Whoa, swinging a miss by Rebel.
Rebel tried that cheap shot.
But Britt, oh!
Right down to the knee of the patella, I'm not sure.
And Britt has driven the face of the challenger into the canvas.
Baker is the baddest bitch on the block. There's no doubt about it.
It is homecoming here in Jacksonville tonight, but it will be homecoming for Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, next week in Pittsburgh. But right now, our colleague, Dasha Gonzalez, is standing by with Andrade El Idolo and his associate, Chavo Guerrero.
Andrade El Idolo, the Lucha Brothers have rejected your offer for employment. However, you've requested this time.
Dacha.
Ídolo, I know the Lucha Brothers said they're not going to work for you, but don't worry, because I found someone who will. My boy, Fuego del Sol. Listen, man, I got a special job for you, okay? Andrade El Idolo needs you to shine his shoes.
His shoes?
Yeah, his shoes.
That's not what you said the job offer was.
Well, the job changed. We need you to shine his shoes.
Now.
Shine his shoes. Shine his shoes. Shine his shoes. Yeah! Shine! That's right! That's right! That should be packed. That should be packed right there. Yeah, that's right. My shoes! Listen, you need to finish the job and shine his shoes. Lucha Brothers, listen up. If you keep working for Pac, you will never be champions. Ever.
All right, guys, when we come back, I need to go back to the ring because we need to talk to Hangman Adam Page a little bit more about the comments he made earlier tonight. So stay with us. It's up next. All right, we are back here with the one and only Hangman Adam Page. We heard you kind of got away from me before I was able to let you clarify what was going through your mind there.
Well, oh, whoa. No, hey. Matt, Nick, I'm glad you're here. There's something that I've needed to say to you for a while. Come on, there's something I've needed to clear up with you guys for quite a while.
Hey, whoa. Whoa. Do you mind? Hey, let's take a step in the ring here for a sec.
Well, this doesn't look too good.
Hey, Hanger. I see what you're trying to do. Trying to make new friends. Trying to find a little bit of self-worth. Trying to take my title, and correct me if I'm wrong, trying to make a plea to rejoin the Elite?
I think that's the last thing I'm here to do.
Okay. Considering all your recent failures, Hangman, it seems to me that you share a lot in common with a lot of these people. You're a try-hard, just like them. Let me finish. And trust me, we've stayed up late at night, all night long, thinking about maybe forgiving your sins, maybe looking past your vices, looking past your personal demons. But then, when I think about what the Elite was and what they are today, you kind of don't fit the bill, Hangman. Look at me in my eyes when I say this to you, because I think even you can understand it. Cowboy or not, the Elite does not have any losers in our group. We don't have failures in our group. We don't have people that play second fiddle in our group.
Whoa! Hangman!
You heard there's much she can handle. Paige has no fear, which could be a blessing or a curse.
And now the Elite, the Young Bucks, Gallows and Anderson teeing
Put
up.
him up! Finish him up, big man!
And, oh, the Magic Killer!
Who do you think you are, huh? Hey, load him up! Load him up! Knock some sense.
The Dark Order coming out, but look at this. Uno and Grayson, they're just trying to do what Hangman asked for.
It's chaotic here.
Wow.
Do it! Do it!
Oh no, the BTE trigger! A second
Don't
one.
stop again!
All right, enough's enough.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
The Young Bucks have put so many people out of action with the BTE trigger, but Frankie Kazarian, the Elite Hunter.
Get him, Frankie.
Kazarian trying to even the odds, but
the numbers
get him out of here.
He's gonna bat him right in the...
Throw him out. Okay, that's it. Now I'm pissed. Oh boy, look at all these blasts from the past. I'm starting to feel a little sentimental, Hangman. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you one last good look at the thing that you'll never have, the thing that you'll never possess. Are you ready for it? Here you go. Catch this, Gunner.
give it to him. Oh, no. Oh, my.
Right to the head. Clear, unabated shot. Right to the head from the AEW World Champion.
Hangman Adam Page has just been dismantled by the Elite. Well, we have to attempt to restore order before the big TNT Championship match. Miro defending against Lee Johnson, but before we get there, Dan Lambert of American Top Team has not forgotten what the Murder Hawk Monster Lance Archer did a few weeks ago. And he just knocked out Dan Lambert of American Top Team.
You know what hurts more than a 6'8" Murder Hawk giving you an elbow to the face and a blackout? The truth. Well, put on your big boy britches next week, because I'm going to finish telling that truth. And I'm bringing backup.
That's intriguing.
Dan Lambert making the promise that he's bringing backup next week, but we are just heartbeats away from the TNT Championship match. And Justin Roberts will introduce first the challenger.
This contest scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit is for the TNT Championship. Introducing the challenger, being accompanied by the natural Dustin Rhodes from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 180 pounds, Big Shotty Lee Johnson.
He's worked his entire career to get to a moment just like this.
And Tony, Lee Johnson is somebody we've seen mature before our eyes on AEW Dark and Elevation. In fact, Lee Johnson picked up a huge victory on Elevation over Daniel Garcia, who we saw earlier tonight on May 24th. It's worth your while. Go check it out.
He's been red hot, you're right, but man, it's going to take a little bit more than being red hot to overcome this man.
Originally from Bulgaria, now residing in Nashville, Tennessee. Weighing 280 pounds, he is the reigning and defending TNT champion, Miro!
That is the most intimidating look. I say it every time, and I'll say it again. When he walks out of the tunnel, the Redeemer, as he calls himself, you have to have a chill down your spine if you're on the other corner. You do.
Miro is a specimen. He is an athletic freak. He's intelligent. He married well. There's a lot of good things you can say about Miro. But he is as physically intimidating, Tony, as you pointed out, as anybody on this entire roster.
And here we are at Homecoming, the place where Cody Rhodes won the TNT Championship, where Brody Lee, the late great Brody Lee, won it, where Darby Allin won it, and where this man Miro won it. It's only fitting that he would defend the title here. What does Lee Johnson got to do, guys, to win this thing?
Lee Johnson has to wrestle the best match of his career. He needs to wrestle a perfect match if he hopes to unseat Miro here tonight.
And try to maneuver Miro into making some mistakes. Big guys like that have sometimes trouble breaking.
He's going right at him, man. I give him a lot of credit for heart, but I'm not so sure that was a good move or not. Run right at that specimen.
Well, look at the results.
Oh, massive right hand.
You can't get too much in the deep water early against a guy like Miro because he won't let you up. He's too strong. He's too powerful.
Well, I think we're seeing a lot of the nerve and the courage of Lee Johnson here because of the way he wanted to start the match. He didn't give a damn about this guy, how big and strong and just awesome he is. He wanted to go right at him.
Shotty's looking good. He's getting to fill out. I know he works very diligently.
Yes, he does.
In the gym, and he's in the training camp there with Cody and all the guys.
Look at him. He's just swinging right there, JR. Completely missed.
Yeah, these are times, and this is not popular to say on television, where you encourage the referee to take a deep look. Because if Shotty can't fully defend himself, Tony.
Well, Lee Johnson went to elevate up and over, but he got caught by Miro, but
great balance.
Maneuvered his way out of it.
Nice.
There you go.
A big kick. That quadricep from Morris, the thigh muscle, forehead thigh muscle, is the biggest muscle in the body. And Miro is amply gifted there.
A series of Gamangiris. Miro a bit staggered. Lee Johnson baiting the champion in.
Got to get him off his feet. Got to get him off his feet. That didn't work, did it?
Fair catch.
Just overpowering. Amazing overpowering strength.
The other thing about this man that you can tell a lot about is his eyes.
Miro.
His face, his eyes.
He's going to finish off Lee Johnson right here.
There you go.
And Shotty gets out of bounds, which may extend this match.
Well, this TNT Championship match will continue until the break, but we will stick with all the action in picture-in-picture.
Well scouted that time, guys. Well scouted by Shotty Lee and the natural Dustin Rhodes. I'm glad Dustin's out here with him for moral support.
Well, and you have to wonder, was charging headlong at Miro the game plan that Dustin and Lee came up with? Or was that just a spur-of-the-moment decision by Lee?
Shotty is trying those knife-edge shots when he's not 100% against that massive chest. You might want to rethink your strategy, young man. I know you're trying.
Yeah, you could see that Lee's feet were not firmly planted on the ground. He could not generate a lot of power, and Miro was just able to absorb all those chops.
When you got a guy that's got a 56 or 60-inch chest, Tony, that might not be the way to go.
No, it's not, but...
Man, I love Shotty's heart and his passion. And no matter win, lose, or draw, let's be honest, Miro's a favorite in this one.
Overwhelming favorite, I would think. And that's not to say anything about Lee Johnson.
And Dustin Rhodes trying to coach up Lee Johnson, but Miro walking down the natural.
Cody was looking after Shotty Lee. But Miro has intervened there, shall we say. See, this is where Shotty, I know it's, how do you do it? Get your ass back in the ring.
Yeah, I was afraid this was going to happen. I was afraid that...
He wants to be TNT champion. He wants to be TNT champion. He's not even in my division.
And Tony, you notice when Miro threw Lee at the barricades, it wasn't at the center of the barricade. It wasn't at the AEW logo. It was at the frame where those two meet. That's an even worse place somehow to get thrown.
Yeah, obviously there's more give in the middle, Excalibur, than there is on the end, and where the ends connect and everything. And it's just actually more steel to hit you on the back of the head.
You guys must have been hell of students. Shop.
Well, I was a hell of a student in shop. I could build some candlestick holders for you, buddy.
I am God's favorite champion.
God's greatest champion.
God's favorite champion.
You hope that's not just a phrase, a marketing thing, you know?
God's favorite champion. He believes it.
Well, that's all I'm saying. If he believes it, good for him.
Lee Johnson is trying to fight up to his feet, but Miro will not relent. Nice kick to the chest by Lee Johnson. We are back live here on TNT with the TNT Championship hanging in the balance. Excalibur, Jim Ross, and Tony Schiavone calling the action for you as Miro choking the life out of Lee Johnson.
Shotty has never had a chance in the last several minutes to quicken the pace. To hit something and not that.
Yeah, he's taking so much out of Lee. There's not much steam behind those, but he's letting Lee take his shots. I'm afraid Lee has played right into him here in this match.
Oh, Lee Johnson, what a counter!
A counter to the DDT.
He popped up. That was the big shot. He hit him with a big shot.
Oh, my God.
No.
I was going to say it didn't phase him, but it got him down to one knee, and now you need to keep him down, kid.
Lee Johnson with a massive opportunity here.
It's time to take it home, Shotty Lee.
Beautiful drop kick, beautiful extension. But the champion's still on his feet.
Right to the ankle. That was pretty smart.
Drop kick to the back, sending Miro to the outside.
So the pace quickened, and the results became more favorable to the challenger, Shotty Lee Johnson.
Be careful here.
Big Shotty Lee Johnson, tope suicida. He returns to the ring
quickly.
Looking for another one. Driving his head into the face of Miro.
Well, there's a third time the charm.
Yeah, be very careful.
Or the death knell.
Lee Johnson! Oh!
Johnson got dropped out on his head on the outside. He seems to have weathered that storm.
I think Miro tried to catch Lee, but Lee's momentum was just too much, and now the champion in serious trouble. I think the most trouble we've ever seen him in.
Now's his moment. You better hit it quickly.
Yeah, now's the door's open. You got to go through it now, Shotty.
There you go.
Crossbody.
Whoa.
Well, the strength of Miro was evident there, so evident.
Yeah, boy, that face says a lot, right?
Yeah, man. He's a special athlete, and he's not nearly as good as he's going to be. I'm talking about Miro. It's obvious that would be the story with a young 20-something-year-old in Shotty Lee. You find out you can't beat this man, Miro I'm referring to, with strikes.
No, you've got to get him off his feet, which it's almost been impossible to do in this match.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's dropped down to one knee.
Yeah, changed levels. That was smart.
Beautiful drop step by Miro. Release German suplex, but Lee Johnson lands on his feet.
Miro wasn't expecting that, fellas. For Lee to land on his feet, and those are right on the chin.
One more time. Look at Dustin on the floor. Say one more time.
You saw the great camera work. The production crew doing a phenomenal job. They're taking those kicks to the face right into your living room.
This is 5 in a row. Oh, it could have been.
Oh, Lee escapes.
Miro could be a little bit addled.
And he gets taken down.
That big shot, that could do it.
This could be the upset. Many fans are standing here in Jacksonville.
Shotty Lee, unfortunately, can't get to the top rope quick enough.
Can he cover the distance? Miro.
It's a long way.
The center of the ring, the frog splash. 2-0.
A count away from the new champion being crowned here tonight at Homecoming in Jacksonville.
To be honest, I don't think Miro even expected it to get to a 2 count tonight. He is so confident. And Lee fooled him. And Dustin's right behind him.
Dustin's been so involved in coaching and development of many young stars, including Shotty Lee.
Lee Johnson trying to break the grip. And Zagiri. Miro again on roller skates. Can Lee hoist him up? No, Miro escapes.
Oh, Lordy.
That power, pop those hips. His focus is right back. That's not a look you want to see if you're his adversary. He is so respected by this audience. He's a very unique professional wrestling personality.
He said game over. He shouted it out, screamed it out.
And he's got the hooks in. Lee Johnson is getting ripped in half.
That's it. That's it. Rimsberg to the rescue. Calls to the bell. You got to make him break it.
The winner of this match and still TNT champion, Miro.
It's almost as if Miro in another life wants to be a mentor or a maniac.
Well, in this life, he is a champion. He is the TNT champion, and he remains undefeated in singles competition here at AEW. Well, JR, next Friday night, the historic premiere of AEW Rampage, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. And we've got a little bit of news.
Yeah, the new broadcast team, Excalibur, is going to be sitting out there in ringside, wherever it may be, along with Taz, Chris Jericho, and Hall of Famer Mark Henry. This is an all-star team. I can't wait to listen to you guys.
And JR, I have to thank you and Tony for being incredible broadcast partners and mentors. And we will see you live next Friday night for Rampage. And coming up next, Tony Schiavone is headed backstage to speak with the still undefeated Christian Cage. That is coming up next after the break, and then following that, the next contender for the NWA Women's World Championship will be determined. Will it be the Bunny, or will it be legit Layla Hirsch? Find out next. We are back live here in the beautiful city of Jacksonville, Florida, where the hardest working man in showbiz, Tony Schiavone, is standing by with Christian Cage.
All right, guys, Christian Cage, undefeated here in AEW, and Tony Khan has just told me now the new #1 contender for the world title. Congratulations.
Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. And I'd be lying if I said it didn't feel pretty damn good right now.
Yeah. And we saw Layla Hirsch go out, and we saw her help out with the Bunny. Are you going to go out for her match now against the Bunny?
Listen, I appreciate Layla's help. I really do. I offered to go out there, and she said, you know what she said to me? She said, "Thank you for being a friend. Traveled down the road and back again. My heart is true. You're..." Actually, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm just in a good mood.
Okay.
She didn't say that, but what she did say is, "Thanks, Christian, but I already have friends. In fact, I have best friends." Now, as far as the #1 contender goes, like I said, it's put me in a pretty damn good mood here, Tony. And listen, I said it from the start. The day that I walked through the doors in AEW, I said I didn't come here to slap my chest, look for my peeps, and have a couple feel-good moments. I came back to take back what was taken from me 7 years ago. I came back to cement my legacy. I came back to win championships. Now, next week, I'll be in Pittsburgh for both Dynamite and Rampage. And I've been known, Tony, from time to time to stir up a little controversy, stir up a little bit of shit, if you will.
Yes, you have.
Actually, I'm better than good at it. I'm better than good. And what's better than good?
Best.
I'm elite.
Wow. The new #1 contender, Christian Cage.
Big news. That's what he was shooting for.
This is an NWA Women's World Championship Eliminator match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Bunny.
The former NWA Women's World Champion Serena Deeb was set for a rematch with Camille, the current champion, but due to injury, Serena had to withdraw, and so now, tonight, we will determine the next woman to face Camille for the NWA Women's World Championship.
Serena also had some knee surgery. We wish her the very best. She's an amazing talent.
And currently, originally from Moscow, Russia, Legit Layla Hirsch.
Legit Layla Hirsch has got some best friends with her. Orange Cassidy, Chris Statlander, Chuck Taylor, and Wheeler Yuta. Even the odds against the Hardy family offense.
Layla looks like somebody that could be easily walking around the Olympic Village.
She is a tremendous folk-style wrestler that has adapted her craft to professional wrestling.
I like her wearing those short-top boots.
Oh, yeah, shooter boots, man. She fears no one. You can tell it the way she approaches her business, guys.
Powerful legs. Interesting center of balance. She's hard to prepare for.
She's going to win it right there with that cross arm breaker.
And the grappler showing her aerial expertise.
Legit Layla Hirsch, she likes to use that cross arm breaker as a finishing technique and looks to be setting the Bunny up for that.
Well, she tried it earlier, and she's going to go for it again here.
It's got to remind everybody what's at stake here.
The woman who wins this match will be the next top contender for the for the NWA Women's World Championship. The winner will travel to the NWA to challenge Camille for that title.
Let's also remind everyone that Rampage is coming August 13th right here on TNT. It'll be live, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. You heard Britt Baker say she'll defend the title against Red Velvet, and you just heard Christian say, hey, I'm going to be around as well. Don't miss the debut of Rampage.
Announce the cast tonight. Tony and I'll be sitting in our easy chairs watching.
Well, I don't know if Tony's getting off that easy.
I might hold a microphone or two or three.
Oh, there you go.
Or you never know.
And we see the Hardy family office.
You got good representation.
I sure do.
Hardy family office at ringside. Oh, the Bunny, massive drop kick. The HFO on a special Friday night dark this Friday at 10 p.m. on YouTube, and then Tuesday on our regular time, the HFO and the Best Friends will collide in tag and singles matches. The bunny. Oh, and there's Camille.
Yeah, the NWA World Women's Champion.
She's an impressive-looking athlete.
Well, she is, man.
And this NWA Women's World Championship Eliminator match will continue in the break, but we will stick with all of the action and Chrono Talk Contender and picture-in-picture.
Yes, sir. This is getting a little interesting. A lot of involved parties, Tony.
Oh, man. Everywhere, JR. I mean, we saw earlier, big win by Christian. And, of course, here is Blade back out with Bunny. Bunny just...
Bunny's really improved her game, I think.
Oh, she has. I mean, there's no doubt that she knows what she's doing, but there's just something very sinister about her.
Well, I don't think she has a conscience.
Well, there you go.
Oh, Layla explodes out of the corner.
And she may be wearing the britches in that family. I don't know.
Okay. Well, you never know.
You never know, right?
That's right. Wow, man.
Oh, massive kick to the sternum.
Just like you talked about, JR.
Cover by the Bunny. Layla kicks it out of one.
Just upped her game.
She shot that right on that collarbone. And that's a sensitive area to be getting pounded.
Yeah, that can break easily or it can pop out.
Oh, the Bunny. Oh!
AC separation. Could pop it out from the shoulder.
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
And Layla Hirsch hand fighting with the Bunny, but again driven into that bottom turnbuckle.
She ate some turnbuckle that time.
And we know how dangerous those turnbuckles can be. We saw what happened to Cash Wheeler.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
We hope he can make a speedy recovery. It's going to take some time to heal. What a massive wound that was.
What a massive elbow strike by the sadistic Bunny. Will she be Camille's next challenger? No.
But he can't get too frustrated. None of these athletes can get too frustrated. And it's seemingly so easy to when you had an onslaught and you put everything in it and you got the advantage to have your opponent come back. Don't get frustrated. Just stay with the game plan.
Bunny. Oh, the knee lift.
Right there. So you go. Well done.
Tony for covered by the Bunny. The far leg hooked. But she burned a lot of time before going for that pinfall.
Yeah.
For as bizarre as the Bunny is, she is a ruthless and efficient competitor.
I think that wasting time is just part of her being bizarre. I've mentioned many times, guys, she scares the hell out of me. I don't trust her. She's the type of lady who will take a chair and take a swing at you after you walk by.
Let's keep an eye on the left arm of Layla Hirsch.
We're back live here on TNT. We're legit. Layla Hirsch and the Bunny are battling for a shot at Camille in the NWA Women's World Championship.
Oh, wow.
That's a very effective suplex. There's Nyla Rose.
Very interested Nyla Rose.
She likes championships.
And
Chris, she makes more money, and then you can buy stuff.
And Chris Statlander has just turned her attention to Nyla Rose.
Yeah, just turned right over. Look at this. It's face to face.
As legit Layla Hirsch and the Bunny battling inside the ring. We may be on the verge of a battle outside of the ring as well.
Yeah, don't distract the referee. He's easily distracted.
Oh, wow. Well-placed knee to the midsection by the Bunny.
Orange Cassidy at ringside looking on as a more than an interested bystander.
Oh, Layla not backing down. Swing and a miss by the Bunny. German suplex.
Can you imagine how many times in Layla's life she's been told by someone, "Oh, honey, don't worry about it. You're too little.
Oh boy.
You'll never do this because you're too little."
Yeah, she was a all-state folk-style wrestler in New Jersey. She overcame so many odds and may have a chance to overcome the Bunny here tonight. The far leg is hooked. The Bunny kicks out. And the cross arm breaker.
This could do it right there.
She's got to get her away from the ropes. You see the bunny keeping her hands hooked together.
Shoulders are down. The shoulders are down.
She almost turned it against her, didn't she?
Certainly did.
Yeah, Layla had to abandon ship there, but the ankle pick, the kick, the knee strike. It was a knee strike.
And look at the eyes roll back in the head of Bunny.
And Layla Hirsch heads up to the top. The moonsault press. She missed it.
Wow.
She mistimed it, and the bunny taking advantage.
A moonsault and a miss.
The bunny has Layla hooked. Death Valley driver, center of the ring. The bunny. No!
Wow, that was her big shot right there.
The 4'11" Layla Hirsch fighting for all her might to stay in this thing.
Great match.
And try to earn that trip to NWA land and challenge for the title.
The bunny could be looking to take Layla Hirsch down the rabbit hole, but Layla goes behind, drops her down.
There it is again.
Steps over the Jujigatami.
She's positioned herself between Bunny and the rope.
Onto the counter.
Bunny using her heel, trying to kick it. The grip is broken, but
she got it back.
Bunny is in serious trouble here. Layla transitions to the center.
Oh boy,
That's it. That's it.
Legit Layla Hirsch.
When she fell back the second time, that added torque, and she had to tap out after that.
And now we know it will be this woman, legit Layla Hirsch, representing All Elite Wrestling in the NWA when she challenges Camille for the NWA Women's World Championship.
And there's Camille.
Oh, she wants to come in the ring.
Well, anything can happen here. She's a very talented young woman.
Yeah, boy, and she's...
Oh, she's a real fitness freak.
Look at the size differential here, guys.
Yeah, but we know legit Layla Hirsch has been dealing with size differentials all her life. She will not be intimidated.
She made us be more motivated, to be honest with you. But there's no way in hell she's supposed to win this match on the road for the NWA Women's title. But Layla Hirsch doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, Layla Hirsch has been surprising people all her life. That's why she is known as legit. But the Jade brand has been growing, and Jade Cargill and Smart Mark Sterling are standing by.
All right, everybody, a lot of people have been asking, why isn't Jade Cargill wrestling? Well, I thought we were totally honest with you. We were busy. We were diversifying the portfolio, connecting with top brands such as Shop AEW and wineries, check. National news agencies, check. And of course, interest in Hollywood and beyond, check. We made the hashtag Jade brand so successful. We are back in AEW, ready to wrestle again.
Because I do whatever I want.
In fact, she's got a big return match this Monday on Elevation, which is a perfect title because with Jade Cargill, the sky's the limit.
Because I'm that bitch.
Well, next week on Dynamite, we will be live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It will be the fourth Labor of Jericho. Chris Jericho versus Wardlow with MJF at ringside.
We saw the confrontation at ringside. Tony Khan has now signed Nyla Rose against Chris Statlander one-on-one next week.
And the Impact Tag Team Championship will be on the line. The champions, the Good Brothers, defend against Evil Uno and Stu Grayson.
Don't forget, Rampage debuts on Friday, August 13th. Britt Baker will defend the World Women's title against Red Velvet.
And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is our main event. The debut of Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes. Rhodes and Black. And what will be an epic, unforgettable main event next.
Your main event tonight is set for one fall or TV time remaining. Introducing first, from Amsterdam, Netherlands, weighing 219 pounds, Malachi Black.
A very dangerous human being, making his in-ring debut, but his presence has been felt, gentlemen, in other ways the last several weeks.
Yeah, lights have gone out. We have seen him kick down many, many people, including Arn Anderson and Cody. And he has made his presence known, and also, Excalibur, he's made his intentions known as well.
What a unique look. Very macabre, very ghoulish.
He said, Malachi Black said that Cody Rhodes is past his prime. Cody is a horse that needs to be put down, and Malachi believes he is the man to do it.
Man, what a main event this is going to be, ladies and gentlemen. Malachi Black making his debut. Cody Rhodes is the target, or is he? We'll find out next. Thanks for staying with us, everybody. We're live here in Jacksonville. The second half of our main event, about to make his way to the ring, and oh, what a main event this is going to be.
Being accompanied by the natural Dustin Rhodes from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 218 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Guys, I want to say something very quickly. QT said he would apologize to me this week. Of course, it hasn't happened. QT says he was disturbed by the way I read his letter on the air. Thought he had a bad attitude, and he wasn't going to do it this week. So, the hell with him.
Yeah, forget it, Tony.
Forget him. Playing mind games. Let's think about this match. Speaking of mind games, and what Cody's got in front of him.
Yeah. Cody getting ready for this main event. Well, we have just a moment. Shout out to the family of Joe Hamilton.
Absolutely.
One of the greatest masked men in history.
One of the greatest talkers, too.
Great friend of Tony and mine, formerly the Assassin. We look out for our wrestling family.
It was a big part of my tenure and years ago.
The match between the Assassins and the Kentuckians in 1962 hooked me into wrestling. Look at Cody. They're fired up, but what's going through the mind, Excalibur, of this man, or Mr. Black?
Malachi Black has not moved since he took that seated position in the corner during the break. And referee Paul Turner has called for the bell. Malachi Black and Cody Rhodes.
Boy, he's got a big, big match feel, guys.
It is big, Tony. You're right. It feels big. It is big. Fans are on their feet. They're cheering. Some for Cody, most for Cody, some for Malachi Black.
Look at the face of Cody, man.
Malachi Black and Cody Rhodes collide. Standing switch.
I was talking to a veteran the other day about Malachi Black, and he said he reminded him of some of the attributes of Jake Roberts back in the day. Maybe that lean, his frame, his lankiness, but his unpredictability maybe as much as anything.
Oh!
Right. Went for the leg.
Yeah, right on the inside there.
Yep.
Whoa, but Cody fires back with a big elbow strike.
Went right for the leg like he had talked about.
German suplex, Cody.
Yeah, you got to get that. You got to walk that off if you can. Easy for me to say.
Oh, nice ankle pick into a knee bar. Malachi looking to end this early.
Cody, the great amateur wrestler, is going to have to use some of that schooling.
Oh, Malachi Black gouging the eyes of Cody Rhodes.
I mean, Black buried his finger right in the eye of Cody. I've seen the figure four broken in a lot of ways.
And here we see Malachi Black employing that Dutch style of Muay Thai, known much more for the kicking than it is the upper body striking. But Cody Rhodes evening the odds with that enziguri.
Yeah, but he can barely hoist himself up.
Oh, the leg sweep.
How sweet was that? The strategy of that.
And now steps over.
Single crab.
Single crab, and he is wrenching back deep.
A lot of leverage being exerted. Cody trying to move around and try to relieve some of the pressure if he can. The question is, how long can he handle it?
Malachi's got it cinched in deep. Cody making the crawl to the ropes. Paul Turner calling for the break. Malachi.
He's not going to break here until he's got him.
And
see, that's taking advantage of the rules.
Yep. And you know, those 4 extra seconds can make all the difference in the world.
Oh, damn right it can. You got to break on 4 because you'll be disqualified on 5. I can't remember back in my younger day how many times I said that in refereeing pro wrestling matches.
Malachi Black trained that Dutch style of Muay Thai. Your coach Bob Schreiber, inspired by Peter Aerts, Ernesto Hoost, all the great Dutch kickboxers, but Cody doesn't care.
Oh, what a counter.
He was going for crossroads.
What a counter to the crossroads.
Massive right hand by Cody.
Cody seems very fixated in trying to hit something big. Hit something big and end this thing real quick. I don't see that happening.
Look how gingerly he's got a pop.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He exploded the timekeeper's table. He went airborne.
Watch this kick.
Oh, what impact.
Pinpoint accuracy into the face of the American Nightmare.
Spine first to the table. Luckily, Dr. Sampson is right there. Paul Turner, the referee's going to use his count.
Malachi said counting.
Malachi will win in this match any way he can. To make his debut, one could easily say he has to win.
Malachi Black has said that Cody Rhodes is a lame horse in need of being put down.
Well, he's made him a lame horse here tonight, is what he's done with the leg.
The leg and then the table. Paul Turner. Oh, Cody beats the count.
Yeah.
He was safe at 3rd, barely.
Can't destroy the heart.
But now it's going to be interesting to see how the process of this mind of this man it really works, because he's got to continue his onslaught here to put this thing to bed. And I don't know that he's doing the right thing here now by giving Cody an opportunity to regroup somewhat.
I don't know if Cody can regroup.
Oh! Wow, he walked in. That's like walking into a huge right hand, except about twice as stiff. That won't get it. My God! My God! What did we just see?
Malachi Black!
My God in heaven! What a shot! It's one of those things you need to see again, because the first go-around, it was so fast and so precise.
He worked on the leg. He tried to get him and did get him incapacitated, and then the kick, and Cody is still down. And guys,
Tony, Malachi Black has done every single thing he said he was going to do.
I'm gonna see if I can go get a word with Cody if they can get up.
Be careful down there, Tony.
This is incredible. Oh,
yeah, right there, perfect. The button. You found the button.
On the jaw. The lights went out for the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who I think only now is realizing what just happened, JR.
Dr. Sampson rolling in the ring to check on Cody. He's got a pretty good laceration or a busted nose right across the bridge of his nose.
This has been nothing short of incredible, JR.
What a night. Go ahead, Tony.
All right, Doc is bringing in the crutch. See if you can get on your feet, buddy. You all right? Cody, he worked on the leg, and then the one kick. Are you okay? Take your time here,
man. You know, legacy is a funny thing. When I got into wrestling when I was 15, I was a referee.
all I wanted to do was win the title that they took away from my daddy in the garden. Hey, God, that was a goal then. Goals change. Time flies. I've had so much fun. Give me what? Uh-oh. Thank you, Tony. Like I said, though, I'm good, Tony. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I love you too. Thank you. Thank you. That was my goal then, and then an unprecedented thing happened. I fired them, and they didn't fire me. And I didn't know what was going to happen. I met Matt, Nick, I met Kenny. Believe it or not, folks, 3 years ago, people, they were laughing at us when we said that we were going to be a revolution. They literally, some of them, they laughed at us. And now, now it's like commonplace that this is destination viewing. Hell, this isn't an alternative. We're competition. And we set this table. We set this table, and now maybe some new people can eat. For 3 years, my face has been on everything. I've got to carry the banner. I've been so damn lucky. And yeah, maybe some outside interest came my way. Maybe some infighting amongst the EVPs, but the truth is, if those guys don't know, let me let you know right now, I love them very deeply, and I will forever be tethered to them. With all respect to Daly's place, to me, this is the AEW amphitheater. And there is no better place. Absolutely. There is no better place than here. And there is no better time than now. I say this with absolutely zero bitterness in my heart. I thank you guys so incredibly much. I love you so incredibly much. You have made my life incredibly special.
What's going on here?
What are we?
It obviously feels that's still time-honored tradition. When you're done, you leave your boots in the ring. Is that what we're seeing here? Hey, wait a minute.
No! Oh! Malachi Black from behind.
Black from behind. Spine first, that crutch. And Cody is really down, emotionally, physically. Now what is Black going to do? He is one evil bastard.
Has he retired Cody Rhodes?
Well, Well, it sounds like the end is near for Cody, it would appear. We'll keep our eye on this situation, obviously. It's ever developing. We'll see you in Pittsburgh next week, everybody. For Tony, Excalibur, I'm JR. Good night, everybody.